caring, but that doesn't have to come between us. But I should focus, because yeah, there's only 30 minutes. I forget about time, and I'll start talking. I'm here to do poems. You have to remind me of this sometimes. That also, and I'll just say that a couple more things, that Gandhi's autobiography is on my pillow, and I put it there every morning after I make my bed, so that I will remember to read it before I fall asleep. And I've been reading it for 6 years. I'm on chapter 2. Gary Netchie gave me a book when he left my house one time. I don't remember the name of it exactly, but I think it was called something like, "Kid, you are seriously codependent." He thought I might want to flip through and take a look at that. I feel like it's more important to finish Gandhi's autobiography first, Gary. I keep forgetting to put focus on my to-do list. I keep forgetting to wander and have fun. I know I'm transparent, but my insecurities are in all the right places, so go ahead, Groningen-Yacht. Have a look. When I was a child, the first thing I would do upon entering someone's home is ask them where they kept the toys. If they said that they did not have any toys, I'd be like, "What the fuck?" When I was a child, I would chase my babysitter around the house, viscerally sounding out the end of the letter L. Have another look. When will we own ourselves completely? Tell me what it is you want me to own and I will take it. Damaged goods? You bet. Hit or miss? No doubt about it. Misses important social cues? Often. I'm dirty underneath the light. Pale on the backside of my bright, and I feel a little bit stupid about learning a language whenever I see God, because that guy is so fast. My best friend can speak 6 languages. I still get pretty excited that English took hold. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm doing my job on this planet. Sometimes I read without paying attention, hoping everything will just sort of sink in so that if I ever need the answers, like on a test, my subconscious will somehow pull through for me. I talk too much. If you see me being quiet, don't ask me what's wrong. I'm just practicing. I often wonder if anyone died because of the pencil I handed to a prisoner in San Quentin State Penitentiary. He stuck it in his pocket. The point is, shut up. The point is, there are things wrong with us. There are things wrong with me, clearly. But I do have the ability to split epiphanies with my face on demand. Hold me like a birthmark, awkward if you have to. I wander, so if you lose me, don't worry. After the big tsunami, the only structure still standing in the wiped out village of Malacca was a statue of Mahatma Gandhi. I want to be able to stand like that. Even after getting gargled and spanked and spit out by God, I want to know that I do not have to fall every time the sky opens up like a coin return to change me. Just so little lines on maps can draw circles around my blood to show the scars here in the shape of Gandhi on my pillow to show that I've been here before, and tonight it is not the last time we'll see the light. There's wow. Are those all the people who couldn't get in to the show? This is, you guys are missing out on something more awesome. It's so distracting. I want to go see what's happening. Party, poetry. People are okay, so, yeah, we're born, right? We can all agree on that. We're born. And if you're a philosophy major, fuck off. But we're born, and it's not a tragedy, It's totally legit. Everybody's typically happy about it. And similarly, on this end of the spectrum is death. We die. No surprise. It's going to happen to everyone. Not a tragedy. It's going to happen in a lot of different ways. We're going to feel it and see it and witness it and experience it in a lot of different ways. But our televisions and music and everything has taught us what a tragedy it is. It's not even a surprise. You've known this since the beginning. All of us are going to do it. And similarly, regarding tragedy, in the middle, in this pursuit for love, yeah, whoever taught you what that was, sometimes one person falls in love with another person, and it is not given back, it's not reciprocated, and so the person who loves the most feels like that they're at the mercy of the person who loves the least. This is also not a tragedy, because you don't give love to get love, you give love to become love. And you don't give loyalty to get loyalty, you give love to become loyalty, and so on. And the last time it happened to me, I was having a very difficult time accepting, the rejection. I was sitting on the edge of my bed for 5 months with the wind knocked out of my heart, thinking about bad endings. And someone in my family said, "Buddy, you have to forgive and forget." And I was like, "Suck a dick." I wasn't there. Way too pissed. And plus everyone in my family, thank goodness for religion giving them something strange to focus on. But yeah, they didn't walk their talk. They didn't follow through. They didn't model this. So forgiveness in my mind was a fantastic concept, but I had no idea how to use it. And there's a line in this poem that I did not write about forgiveness. And it taught me how to start using it. And it goes. If we were created in God's image, then when God was a child, he smushed fire ants with his fingertips and avoided tough questions. There are ways around being the go-to person, everybody. Even for ourselves, even when the answer is clear, like the holy water Gentiles were drinking before they realized forgiveness is the release of all hope for a better past. Whew. I thought those were chime shells in your pocket, so I chucked a quarter at it, hoping to hear some part of you respond on a high note. You acted like I was hurling crow birds at mocking bars, then abandoned me for not making sense. Evidently, I do not experience things as rationally as you do. For example, I know mercy when I have enough money to change the jukebox at a gay bar. Yep, somebody's got to change that shit. You know mercy whenever someone shoves a stick of morphine straight up into your heart. God damn, it felt amazing the days you were happy to see me. So I smashed a beehive against the ocean to try and make our splash last longer. Remember? All the honey had me looking like a jellyfish ape. But you walked off the water in a porcupine of light. Strands of gold drizzled out to the tips of your wasps. It's an apology letter to the both of us for how long it took me to let things go. It was not my intention to make such a production of the emptiness between us, playing tuba on the tombstone of a soprano to try and keep some dead singer's perspective alive. It's just that I could have swore you sung me a love song back there and that you meant it, but I guess some people just chew with their mouth open. So I ate earplugs alive with my throat, hoping they would get lodged deep enough inside the empty spots that I wouldn't have to hear you leaving, so I wouldn't have to listen to my heart keep saying. All my eggs were in a basket of red flags, all my eyes to a bucket of blindfolds, in the cupboard with the muzzles and the gauze. You know, I did not mean to speed so far out and off, trying to drive your nickels to a well when you were happy to let them wishes drop, but I still show up for gentleman practice. in the company of lead dancers, hoping their grace will get stuck in my shoes? Is that a handsome shadow on my breath, sweet woman? Or is it a cattle call and a school of fish still dance with me? Less like a waltz for panic and more for the way we hoped to swing the night we took off everything and we were swinging for the fences. Don't hold it against my love, you know I want to breathe deeper than this. I didn't mean to look so serious. I didn't mean to act like a filthy floor. I didn't mean to turn us both into some cutting board, but there were knives stuck in the words where I came from. Too much time in the back of my words. I pulled knives from my back and my words. I cut trombones from the moment you slipped away. You know it left me looking like a knife fight. Lady boy, no, it left me feeling like a shotgun shell. You know I might have gone and lost my breath, but I want to show you how I found my breath to death. It was buried under all the wind instruments. Living in your castanets. God damn, if you ever want to know how it felt when you left, if you ever want to come inside, just knock on the spot where I finally press stop playing musical chairs with your exit signs. I'm gonna cause you a miracle when you see the way I kept God's image alive. Forgiveness, that's for anybody who needs safe passage through my mind. If I really was created in God's image, well then when God was a boy, he wanted to grow up to be a man, a good man. And when God was a man, a good man, he started telling the truth in order to get honest responses. He'd say, yeah, shit. I know. I really should have worn my cross again. But I don't want to scare the Gentiles off, y'all. That is not what I came here to do. He said, I'm pretty sure I just came here to love you. I'm gonna do three 3-minute poems in the next 4 minutes. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, I would be remiss to not take this opportunity to thank the people who had me out here. Tina, I forget your last name. Yeah, you do that one. and Stefan.